Welcome to the first episode of Institutionalized with Dolphin Williams. You can hear, I don't own the rights to this, but Suicidal Tendencies into Institutionalized is playing in the background. Don't sue me. I'll take this down if I'm going to get sued. But anyway, as you can see, I got my little cheat sheet. And for this episode, I'm just going to go through a couple of things that I've been posting on Facebook because that's pretty much what gave me the inspiration besides Miguel Chavez, one of my old buddies from when I was in the Army. He gave me the idea to start a YouTube page. Okay, let's first talk about this. Black National Anthem is going to be in the first, before the first week of the NFL's games. It's going to be during preseason. What I think about that is, I think anything that you put like that, it excludes everybody else. For instance, Black Lives Matter. It's supposed to include everybody. They say it's for everybody, but it's not. It excludes everybody else who is not black. I know it doesn't, they might not believe that, but that's what it implies. Just like national anthem for the National Football League applies to everybody. It implies that everybody is included because we are a nation. It's the National Football League. You get what I'm saying? So when you put Black National Anthem, which I've never heard of until just recently, it implies that you're excluding everybody else. Okay, it might not seem like that to everybody, but I'm telling you, most of the people out there does. For instance, if you put White Lives Matter, if you put White National Anthem, I kind of got a feeling, being black myself, just saying, I kind of got a feeling that people would feel some sort of way if it was White National Anthem or White National Football League, White Lives Matter. You kind of get what I'm saying? I got what the premise is. I got what they want it to mean, but that's not what it means. And when you exclude somebody else, then they often get disgruntled, they get upset, and that's what breeds a lot of things like this, a lot of racism, division, and stuff in general. Okay, people get upset. If you had two kids and you paid attention to one kid more than the other kid, don't you think the other kid would get upset? Let's say you had the first kid A, and you have a T-shirt with his name on it, this, that, and the other, his or her name, and the other one you really don't pay attention to. You don't have a T-shirt with their name. You don't celebrate them and stuff. Black History Month. History is history. It doesn't need to be Black History Month. Black history needs to be included in all of history. I'm tired. Although people need to know about Black history, I'm tired of hearing just about Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, things of that sort. We need to hear about the unsung heroes that really helped in black culture. Sojourner Truth is one of my favorites. Okay, she was big in helping women's suffrage, for the women's right to vote. Okay, all right. So enough of that. Let's talk about CNN and the Mount Rushmore. I'm looking on my computer as I'm going through this. CNN, they said that a monument of two slave owners on land wrestled away from Native Americans. So that was Layla, I can't remember her last name, but lady, one of the newscasters on CNN, she had a news report, and Trump was going to be in front of the monument. So then she said that, of course, a monument of two slave owners and on land wrestled away from Native Americans, which is not wrong. It's called spade a spade. It's not wrong, but I don't think it's something that we really need at this time. I don't speak for everybody. However, since it's CNN, let's go back to the past and let's see kind of things that they posted in the past. Well, a person named Dwayne said, well, no doubt the campaigns are watching what happens in Washington, but the candidates still have hands to shake and babies to kiss. Barack Obama is in South Dakota today. He arrives there last night. Take a look at this. He got a glimpse of the majestic Mount Rushmore. Well, South Dakota and Montana have closed out this primary season on Tuesday. This is past, obviously. Let's see another one. Marciano, job security for sure. Well, while the surrogates battle it out in Washington today, the candidates are back on the trail. Hillary Clinton is in Puerto Rico ahead of tomorrow's primary there. Barack Obama is campaigning in South Dakota. That state's primary is Tuesday. Obama arrived there last night, and a good look at Mount Rushmore is quite a sight if you've never seen it. So once again, the hypocrisy is that Democrats, they get a lot more leeway than Republicans, okay? Now let's see this other one. Here's Jim Acosta. Jim Acosta, CNN correspondent, Barack Obama may be closing in on clinching the nomination, but don't tell that to Hillary Clinton, who is fighting hard to pull off upset deep in South Dakota and Montana to take one final punch to superdelegates that she is the most electable candidate. Acosta's voiceover as they play the videotape says it's a fitting campaign stop for a presidential contender looking to make history. Standing before Mount Rushmore over the weekend, Barack Obama was asked whether he sees his face joining the likes of Washington and Lincoln. Now, it was historic because it would be the first black president, okay? That's why it was so historic. So it was okay when Barack Obama, being the first black president, was in front of Mount Rushmore, in front of 2 slave owners and land that was stolen away from that Native Americans. But now that Trump, the evil orange man, was in front, President Trump, it was a bad thing. If you guys don't know by now, I'm a Trump supporter, okay? I think that the tension is high, and as a black man myself, I see that there's a lot of tension with the Black Lives Matter, with Trump, and I got it. President Trump does say things that he shouldn't say. He's not as articulate as Obama. Now, don't get me wrong. Obama might be articulate, but aren't you tired of hearing all of this same stuff all the time as far as the political talk? I definitely like somebody who speaks from the heart and speaks what they want to say. Now, there's a time and a place for everything. Right is right, right is wrong. Wrong is wrong. If I was in that position, I probably would do the same thing and say what's on my mind, because that's being you. That's being truthful, okay? That's not being fake. With the tension that's going on in America, I think now is a time for us to sit down more and talk about these kind of things. We need to talk about our stereotypes. We need to talk about our differences, because we are different, and it's okay to be different, okay? Well, this is going to be a short video because it's my first video, but it's just a test to see how people like it and see if they want to continue listening to my YouTube page. So thank you guys very much. Take care.